Hey guys, welcome back to the Rob Pop YouTube channel, your #1 pit stop for all things Eurovision this year. And I'm continuing to play catch up as I get through the Eurovision 2024 entries. Today it takes us to another Scandinavian nation. That is Denmark, who are being represented by Saba with the song Sand. Now so far, I would say the Nordic nations are doing pretty well. Both Norway and Finland are in my top 5 of the year so far. Denmark, they can be a bit shaky at Eurovision. The high-pitched noise means I'm not trying to offend you, but I know what I'm saying could be offensive.
You try to act like you're so innocent.
Since the turn of COVID, Denmark are yet to qualify. They've got in a habit of sending songs that kind of feel a bit mid, for lack of a better word. And there are ways to do mainstream and do it well. Sweden consistently do it every year. But I feel like they just tend to fall on the wrong side of that kind of like mainstream radio friendly into something that just does lack impact. I'm very excited to see what they've brought this year though, because when Denmark are great, they are really great. So absolutely rooting for them. As ever, you know how we do it by now, with a cup of tea, get ourselves cozy, get ourselves feeling comfortable and ready. Good vibes on. But before we begin, I'd love to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm loving building a lovely little Eurovision family this year, reacting to every single entry from every single country for the first time ever. So if you're enjoying what you're watching, if you're enjoying the good vibes, if you're enjoying the fun, something a little bit less serious, I'm the channel for you, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. But yeah, let's get on it. No more wasting time, because you know I like to talk. This is Saba, this is Sand, this is Denmark 2024. Let's hit it. She's stunning. Intense eye contact, we love. They couldn't even afford to give this girl a full platform. It's definitely another radio-friendly song. It's not taking any risks. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. I like this. It feels very joyful. It's got a good sense of like positivity about it, which is making me enjoy this. It definitely feels like something I'd hear at Melodi Festivalen, but hey, we're still in Scandinavia, so perhaps that's no surprise. I do like this build-up. I wish that there were some backing vocalists on stage. Make this feel a bit like, kind of like Too Late for Love by Jon Lundvik. I kind of feel like Saba doesn't need to be on stage on her own. Not that she's not commanding, because she is, but I just feel like the performance could feel a bit more like a celebration. Love her though, the vocals. They're on point. This is a great song. Ooh. We love a light projection. This chorus is a great payoff. It really does hit. Very catchy. So feel good. That is the best Denmark entry in a long while. I did love Feel Floma in 2021. I think this is better, this is more competent.
It's gonna be so bad.
I just went in Wikipedia to find like what my favourite, this would be my favourite entry. Theirs is Only Teardrops, genuinely. Oh my god, they have sent some shit. They have sent some real shit. But this is great. There's a lot going for this. It's very feel good, feels very joyful. The whole thing feels lightly like it borders on gospel, but not quite. But it has a really sort of celebratory feel, which makes me smile. Saba is fantastic. Love the outfit, love the all white, and I love the way that that's gonna pop on stage. I feel like this year, I'm thinking like Lithuania, Latvia, we're seeing lots of royal blue, intense colour schemes. But this white, this kind of angelic opening up really feels like this moment where like everything comes through, positivity, the light is shining, and it has that real sense of hope behind it, which I think is going to serve Denmark really well. I think entries that are doing really well at the moment are songs that aren't mournful, but they've got this kind of like, we can do this spirit about it, and that's what this gives me. Definitely in like the top half of the entries I've heard so far. Could definitely imagine this doing well. I think they could fill the staging out a little bit more, as I've said, but they've got the groundworks here of a great performer, a great song, and a great vocalist. So if they just make some tweaks to the performance, I don't think it's going to take much to take this to the Eurovision stage and make this pop. I think this is qualifying. I think Denmark really have a qualifier in this. Such a strong entry. And I think there are a lot of songs this year which, understandably, are trying to be a bit more unique. We've seen that the Televo are really gravitating in recent years to some standout unique entries. So we've got some really fun stuff from the likes of like Finland. Norway are doing something which they've never done before. Ukraine. I can't think of a lot that does like commercial and radio friendly this well. It's just a straight up good pop song, no bells and whistles. This is what you would imagine from Denmark, but with the dial turned up full so that it really hits every mark that it's meant to. And it does, it's a really well crafted, well written song. I can't complain about this. I don't see it making massive waves, but I can definitely see this being a jury favourite. It's got all the kind of makings of the kind of stuff that they tend to vote for. When I'm thinking of like Bridges by Alika last year, the reason why the jury loved that so much more than the Televo is because it was a great vocal with a song that felt commercial, and they tend to go for that kind of thing. And I think this is, it's not a ballad like that, but it ticks all those same boxes. So yeah, I think this could come like top 10 with the jury, do kind of middling with the public, ends up like 15th. And right now, if I was Denmark, I would take that. 10 years ago, I would say this would be like a winner contender. I do think Eurovision has moved on since, and people don't always tend to go for something that's this sort of generic. They tend to go for stuff now a bit more. I know that you're going to say like Tattoo, but Tattoo was like a perfect song. This isn't perfect. It's great, but it's not perfect. But I feel like a lot of songs that are just bang on commercial these days don't absolutely smash it, which is why I'm not saying this is a definite top 10, but songs like this do make the final. Sometimes it's nice to just have that solid, great pop song in the mix, and this fills that void very, very well. Let me know though, what do you think? Comment down below if you're a fan of this. Do you think this is a return to form for Denmark, or do you disagree with me? I'm open to all opinions. Let's discuss it down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed what you saw, and hit that bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video. But for now, I've got a cup of tea to get through because I barely stopped to drink it through the excitement of enjoying Saba. So good luck Denmark, you're back with a bang, and good night.